Adulting is a nightmare, guys. So here's the situation. You have multiple offers from many companies because you're a star, saying that you've been offered an internship for whatever role. But the caveat is you gotta move. Should you take it? Should you not? That's what we're gonna find out in this video. What's up, my guys? Welcome back to the channel. What's up, my guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi. My name is Nandan. I'm a senior at UW Madison, double majoring in industrial engineering and economics. And in this video, we're going to explore whether you should move to a new city for a co-op, an internship, or not. Because who needs an internship? The resume is just going to speak for itself. All right, now obviously the first pro is the very fact that you have an internship, something to show for on your resume. So if you're looking for like solely experience, you already have your answer. Just move there, do your thing, bounce, hope that you don't have an existential crisis on the way, and you're good to go. No, but seriously, the first obvious benefit to moving to a new city is the very fact that it's a new city. It gives you the same vibe as if you were to move to, university all over again. Just start off your first year again in that sense. And for the most part, it would be exciting. This also gives you as much space, as much time as you need to yourself, because the very fact that you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, is a huge selling point in both, one, living alone, two, moving to a new city for an internship or a co-op that you might not move with anyone else for. And you can just vibe with yourself. It also gives you, second thing, plenty of me time, because you get to know yourself at a deeper level, because you have, if you spend most of your time alone, or at least in the house, just doing your own thing, you get a lot more insight into the way that you function, the things you like, the things you don't like, and so on and so forth. Now, obviously, the downside to this is the very fact that you're moving away from the people who are closest to you, or at least this is assuming you like your university and the people you're with. The very fact that you're moving away from them and, restarting your life again might be a little difficult to deal with at first. Some days you just want to come back home to like random noises, like my friends and I do. But then you reach home and then you realize, well, shit, it's just the walls and that stupid weird trickling sound from the bathroom again. So some days it's just like that. So as part of moving to a new place, there's a lot of stupid, absolutely fucking stupid adulting shit that you got to deal with. For example, transport. How are you going to get to the place from your home to like your workplace in case there's no public transport in the city? Two, housing. Where are you going to find housing? Does your workplace offer you like corporate housing or that thing? Like, do they just give you a place to stay? Do they give you a stipend, which is my case? Then in my case, I had to find housing for 6 months. Then you have to find other things, like for example, the right insurance for your car if you have that, and then a bunch of other stuff to just live, literally. Along with that, it's dealing with a new workplace with new people, making sure you don't piss off your manager for some reason, which literally happens at every workplace, but still. So moving for a co-op or an internship can actually be very beneficial to you, because aside from the actual co-op and the name on the resume kind of thing, is the very fact that you learn a lot about, one, what you want to do, two, the type of company you want to work for. Do you want to work for a big company where you might not have as big an effect, in my opinion, or do you want to work for a smaller one where everything you do might be valued a little bit more? That's just coming from my perspective. Obviously, do not let this affect your decision. All of these factors play a small little role in it. Another downside about moving to a new place for a co-op, especially if you don't know anyone there, is the fact that because you don't have the same people you used to vibe with before, work might just seem like kind of a stretch, on one hand, I actually really like the work that I do. So most of my time I try to see how much of overtime I can spend on it and actually do get compensated for it. So in my case, it kind of pans out in that good way where I'm totally happy to work a little bit more than I should. So in the case that it's a regular work schedule where you just have your 8 hours and you put it in and you come back and then you make yourself food, sit, chill for a while, and then sleep and do that all over again for a very long time, might get kind of repetitive. So although everyone says that you could do whatever you want whenever you want, myself included, sometimes you just are tired after work. But then again, this applies to college too, so it's not a very differentiating factor. But moving to a new city for a co-op is, in my opinion, definitely worth it, because it does give you a sense of, one, what's going on in the industry, whether you like what you're going to do, or, what kind of an area you specifically want to focus in, because, I have a bunch of interests. You might be like that too, so obviously it doesn't have to be one thing. It gives you an idea of the type of people you want to work with, the type of company you want to work with, the type of company you might want to found, whatever company you want to start, let's just put it that way. If you're thinking of moving just for the name on the resume, I hate to break it to you, but you might not make it through the entire thing. While it is true that an internship might just look good on your resume and give you, propel you to the next step in your career path or whatever, also do consider how much it affects you, because it is real. There are some days where I just come back and I'm why the am I here when I could have just continued doing my thing and like graduated early with my friends? In those cases, it can be a little different, of course, which is why just weigh it out on your own and definitely give yourself more than 2 or 3 weeks to say that you're going to move to the place, because I had 1 week to respond and then 2.5 weeks after that to decide where I'm going to stay. So adulting is a nightmare, guys. Just make it as easy on yourself as you can. Alright, well, I hope you liked this video, and if this kind of content interests you, this helped you in any way, just leave a like below, subscribe, do all that stuff. Peace. Also, just a show recommendation, if you want to watch a new show, watch Suits. It's actually amazing until like the 6th season. So peace. See ya.